Hello, Libra. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for August 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have one of those placements, odds are there is a message in this reading for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and watch one of the August 2025 predictive readings. If you're looking specifically for a love reading, just go to my channel, click on playlist, and then you have two options. You can click on the monthly predictions video and find the placements within there that you want to view. And for others of you, you can just click on the Libra video, and that'll give you all of the Libra videos that I've done to date in that Libra playlist. And then you'll see that Libra love reading that I posted last week. Keep in mind, my love, it's a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like the one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimeline.tarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Okay, Libra, in the heart of your spread here, my love, we have the Tower. Let me clarify all of these cards using the After Tarot deck, and then I'll let you know what all of these cards are, and we'll dive into these messages. So let's clarify this for Libra, please, for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for August 2025. We are clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, the Emperor, the Empress, the Tower, the Hermit, Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Six of Cups for August 2025 for Libra. Let's get one more shuffle now. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by Six of Wands. Temperance is clarified by Nine of Pentacles. The Emperor is clarified by the Devil. The Empress is clarified by the Sun. The Tower is clarified by the Two of Wands. The Hermit is clarified by the King of Swords. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Swords. And the Six of Cups is clarified by the Page of Swords. Sneak peek into September. Using your deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. And then using the After Tarot deck, we have Justice, Five of Wands, and Five of Pentacles. I have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck and the Hangman here at the bottom of the other. So let me give you an idea of how I have the cards spread out. I've taken the month of August and I've split it up into three sections, a third, and a third. That first row is the first 10 days of the month. The middle row is the middle portion of the month. And the last row here are the final 10 days of the month of August. Now, we're all on different timelines, so it's possible for some of you, all of this is transpiring like within the first week or two. And for others of you, it will play out in the timeline that I have here. In the heart of your spread is the Tower to the Two of Wands. The Tower is a shocking change. It is a revelation. This is your energy for the overall month. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to do with every aspect of your life, but in regards to this one particular connection in your life, your overall feeling here is the Tower to the Two of Wands. In the After Tarot deck, we have two individuals in the Two of Wands holding the globe. So I kind of feel like for all month long, you are contemplating whether or not you want to move forward in this particular connection or move away from this particular connection. And I feel like you're struggling here with this decision. So it's clear that this individual or this connection has some type of significance or importance to you. So I don't feel like this is a neighbor, you know, that you're wondering, like, should I talk to this person or not? This is very close. This is a friend. This is a family member. This is a lover. You're having difficulty here saying, do we move forward together or do I just kind of move forward on my own? So the Tower is symbolic of two messages here for you. On one hand, it's like, do I radically try to hold up this this relationship, this connection, or do I just, you know, kind of blow it apart and walk away from it? So let's start off here in the first 10 days of the month. We have the Nine of Pentacles to the Six of Wands, Temperance to the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor to the Devil. I'm getting the feeling here that your realization here is that the connection itself is toxic. Now, maybe it's toxic because of you, because of this person, because of the dynamic between the two of you. I almost feel like it's irrelevant what is toxic here. Your revelation here is that this is toxic and this is unhealthy for me. Whether this person or this connection is triggering something within me that is creating or contributing to the toxicity, or this person is just toxic on their own and it's just something I no longer want to deal with. The overwhelming feeling here is I need to become free and independent of this connection. I no longer want to, and at least this is like, again, I kind of feel like it's all mental for you and all like internal. So it's a lot of emotional and mental processing. I don't have any swords here, so I don't feel like you're quite yet communicating this. This seems to be more of an internal process of, I do think I can become independent and free and autonomous of this connection. I think I can be victorious with achieving separation or disconnection. And then we have temperance to the Nine of Pentacles, which is I can do this in a balanced way. I don't need to rush this. I don't need to mother F the person. You know what I mean? Like if you're living with them and pack a bag and kind of leave in the middle of the night, like a thief in the night kind of thing. It's like, no, I can take my time doing this. I can create a plan. I can be very tempered and very balanced. I'm in no rush is the feeling here. I'm in no rush because I've already consciously and subconsciously decided that I can be victorious when it comes to separating from this individual. So now that I've made this decision, it's on my timeline. It's on my terms on when I decide to execute that plan. So the Emperor to the Devil in the After Tarot deck, well, in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the devil is often portrayed by two individuals shackled to a podium that the devil presides over. But in the After Tarot deck, the individuals are released. So you're already energetically releasing this person, emotionally releasing this person. I still think there is some um, physical connection. So whether maybe you're still living with this person or you're still communicating with them, I don't feel like you're completely free of this person in the first 10 days of the month. This just seems to be more of a conscious and subconscious decision that there is a level of toxicity here that I no longer want to participate in. I can become free and independent, but I will be smart about this and create a plan. You're kind of leaning on your neighboring sign there of Virgo, with the pentacle energy here, because high vibe Virgo is all about systems and creating a plan, and then being very meticulous on how to execute that plan. Sorry about that. Being very meticulous on how to execute that plan. So you're in no rush here, but you know that this is not a connection you want to carry forward with you in your life indefinitely. And then we have the middle portion of the month. We have the Empress to the Sun card. I mean, look at you. I mean, you're shining as bright as a diamond here, whether you're masculine or feminine, because the Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules both you and Taurus. So again, we see more earth energy, being tempered, being very balanced, and doing what you feel is very fair and balanced for you, which is maybe something you didn't do in the past. And that's how you kind of ended up entangled here in that connection. So you are healing. The Sun card is a very healing energy. So I feel like in the middle portion of the month, you're taking better care of yourself. You could be getting out a little bit more, regardless of whether or not you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. There's this feeling of freedom. The worst is almost over. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though I'm not quite there yet. It's a very nurturing energy of self, maybe of your family, possibly children, but definitely not of that connection. The feeling here is I can move forward without this person. And then we have the Hermit to the King of Swords. This is you, whether you're masculine or feminine, doing a lot of soul searching in an effort to create this plan that you wish to execute in the near future. In the final 10 days of the month, we now start seeing the swords come into play. Now we start seeing the communication of the decision. The communication here seems to be, we go right back to that Six of Wands here. Queen of Swords to the Six of Wands. I feel like you are communicating with this individual that you are moving on from them. I have the Three of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles. I almost feel like possibly within the last year, whatever has been transpiring in this connection. You have been grieving the loss of this connection while attached to this individual, whether you've been attached to them financially, emotionally, physically, energetically. You've been simultaneously healing while existing in it. And I almost feel like this is what you're communicating to this person. They don't have to be an air sign like you are. Anyone is possible, capable of communication. But there seems to be a notification here that your plan is to leave this connection, or that the end of the connection is coming quickly. And it's a decision that you're making. And it's so matter of fact. It's almost like I don't even want to fight over it. Yeah, I don't want to, this connection is not worth me fighting for, nor is it worth me fighting with you. So very non-emotional here, Six of Wands, the Hermit, the King to the Queen of Swords. This is just like, we're over. We're over, and I'm moving forward without you. And I think if you would have tried to do this in the past, it would have been difficult for you. But because you were existing in the connection while healing from it at the same time, the let go is a little bit easier for you. I don't know if it'll be easier or easy for this other person, but it definitely is easier for you. This is very reminiscent for me of when I told my husband that I wanted the divorce. I remember the year prior telling my best friend Kyle, I don't think the marriage is going to last a year. And Kyle was very surprised by that because he just thought Tony and I were like, stuck like glue to one another. But that was the perception that we were giving everyone, that everyone was fine. Back at home in the four walls of our home, we damn well knew everything was not fine. We had been living like roommates for a number of years, 3-4 years at that point. And so when I finally had, told Tony, I want the divorce, it's no longer working for me. I didn't ask. I wasn't saying, do you want to have it? It was very direct like this. So I wasn't asking for his permission to be released. I had already decided I would be releasing. And in that 9 to 10 month workup, from when I made the decision to when I finally spoke my truth about it, I had healed in that time. In fact, I'd been healing that whole 3 or 4 years preceding that moment. I kind of feel like this is what you've been doing. And for some of you, it's like up to the last 12 months, there's been this existing in this connection, but healing from it, knowing that you would inevitably have to sever the tie. Six of Cups to the Page of Swords. I do feel like this person is communicating here back to you. This is a soulmate soul bond connection, but not all soulmate and soul bond connections are intended to last, the rest of our life. And I feel like that's a decision here that you've made. And it's like when it was good, it was good. But when it turned bad, it got really ugly. And I just don't want that in my life moving forward. So a little sneak peek now into September. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. I don't know who this person is to you. The Hierophant in a career and finance reading could be your boss or higher up or the entity or corporation you work for. It could be a marriage. It could be a legal contract. It is someone that you are contractually tied to or obligated to in some fashion. So again, career and finance, love and romance, a friend, a family member, I don't know. But I do know that you are giving a lot of pause and consideration here about what this person is communicating back to you. I'm going to clarify this for you. I typically don't clarify the clarifiers, but I kind of want to give you a heads up here since this is a little future out over the course of the next 3 to 4 weeks, because that Hangman energy tells me, let me see, Hangman, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. So this could be a conversation about the dissolution of assets or the contract, right? If this is an employer, this would be you going back and forth about contractual obligations, giving your notice, severance pay, maybe accumulated days that you have like vacation or personal time, sick days, stuff like that. If this is actually someone that you have money with, this could be discussions about the dissolution of that marriage or of the relationship, and then how to distribute assets or child support or alimony. There definitely is a going back and forth here, and then you appearing to contemplate what this person is saying and what your next move should be. I then have Justice to the Five of Wands to the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like you are releasing this person in September. This is the Five of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck is coming out, or I should say, yeah, you're coming out from being in the cold, like not knowing what to do, feeling abandoned by this person. You're feeling way more in your power and feeling way more balanced. And the overwhelming feeling here is I'm going towards the new, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm planting new seeds, lovers. It's a choice you're making. Seven of Cups to move in a different direction after a lot of soul searching here that you did. And then we have the Hermit to the Empress, which is you again in September. So you seem to be holding firm here that you are releasing this person. You're not arguing with them. And it seems like financially speaking, at least, there is a compromise here, again, about the contract or separation of assets or distribution of them. And I feel like financially you're okay here. And that's why you're okay with whatever this agreement or back and forth, because you're coming in from out of the cold. That's how I should have worded it before. So emotionally you're feeling better, but financially it's kind of like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be type of feeling. I want to clarify the conversation. So let's do that now with your deck. We're clarifying the Six of Cups here, this individual, and then we'll clarify what they're saying. So tell me more about this person or what they're saying to Libra. What does Libra need to know about the conversation? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Judgment, Seven of Cups, and the Three of Cups. This person is confused and would like reconciliation. Bottom of the deck, the Star. It is their wish. Two of Cups, Five of Wands. This person is basically telling you that they will fight. Either they're willing to fight for the connection, or they're willing to fight you about these resources. Let's clarify further with the After Tarot deck to see if this is more like fighting for reconciliation or fighting for these assets or the contract. Tell me more about this here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify that. Page of Swords. Yeah, this person's making a judgment call. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay. Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Swords. It's at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. This person does not want to let you go. This person won't make leaving easy. Whether they are guilting you to stay because of children. We have a lot of Page energy here. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Page of Swords, all four pages. So for some of you, it has to do with the children, not wanting to move forward or using the children as an excuse. This is someone who could suggest counseling, marital counseling, couple counseling. If this is work related, this could be your higher up or your boss signaling to you that maybe they could transfer you to another department or give you a raise. This person is offering you something to stay in the connection, or at the very least to not fight them so hard on the dissolution of the contract. So it's almost like, I really want to make this work, stay for blank reason. The children or the company can't lose you, or the friend or family member is kind of guilting you here. So it's kind of like, let's make this work. But then it's also like, if we are parting ways and we need to divide up these resources or figure out this contract, it's almost like they're being very naive and childlike with you and saying, like, don't fight me on this. Like, you're the one who made the decision. Here's the guilt. You're the one who's making the decision to leave. So I want to keep the house, or I don't feel obligated to pay you a severance package, or, you know what I mean? Your personal days, like if this is work, or maybe a friend or family member had something of yours and you're telling them the connection is over and you're like, by the way, I want my, I don't know, my coat back, or whatever, that favorite piece of jewelry I let you borrow at some point. And they're like, no. Yeah, but it's done in a very childlike way. It's like, no, you're the one who's leaving me. I don't feel obligated to give you anything. So it's at first it's a guilt to make you stay. And then when they see that you're like adamant here, cold, emotionally cold, then it becomes wanting to make you insecure or make you feel selfish. Thank you. Make you feel selfish about wanting what you want because of children or because this is your choice to leave. I got to go one more deeper on this, Libra. The other signs will get mad at me, but this is a biggie here. Give me three more cards on this. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Whatever this person says throws you into that Hangman energy. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, stuck and paused. This person is making you second guess yourself. Four of Swords. Four of Swords, Four of Swords. King of Cups, Ten of Cups. So definitely using their connection with you, to you, trying to guilt you. Again, Page of Pentacles. Using money, pretending to be naive, using the children, something like that. Trying to make you feel very bad. I want three more here, please. So just a heads up on that. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Cups, trying to confuse you about walking away. Eight of Cups and the Star card, trying to confuse you. This person is willing to win at all cost. So guilting you. Now, it's, we can fix this. And you're like, no, we can't, right? You're taking your stand here. No, we can't. And then it's like, okay, well, if you have to go, and then here comes the guilt, making you second guess walking away or making you second guess what you're asking for in the walk away. So just be emotionally and psychologically prepared for that. Remember, at the end of the day, you've already deemed this person to be toxic. So there's a game here that they're playing with you, an emotional one and a psychological one, to get what they want from you, like literally to the bitter end, because they know you're leaving. And it's just how much more they can drain out of you before you go, emotionally, energetically, and maybe even financially. This person is completely dismissing the fact that it was their behavior or decisions they made that put the two of you in this situation to begin with. There's no apology for that. There's the this is your fault for leaving. So there's no self-acknowledgement here on behalf of this person. Let's get one card here for the first 10 days of the month for Libra. One card. I just heard the sound of a snake. I don't know if that was up here and you guys caught it, or if I'm clairvoyantly picking that up. I literally heard it's the sound of a snake. One more here for the middle portion of the month. That was creepy. I just got all chills. Getting a lot of spirituals on that one. This person's a snake, but they're sly. Whew. Let go of guilt came flying out of the deck. That's a lot of cards, but I'm going to take them because this is heavy. One card here for the final 10 days with this conversation. Release. Okay, first 10 days. You have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. It was kind of on the side. So some of you in the first 10 days of the month are feeling drained about this whole situation. This does say to choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and that it becomes its own reward. But this is just, I mean, you could be exercising or want to exercise, and I'm not telling you not to, but there is something here about like eating better and taking care of yourself. Remember that nurturing energy of the Sun card to the Empress puts you in a better state. It gives you a clearer mind, and therefore you can really contemplate your next steps. You have quite the trickster energy here that you're dealing with, just to let you know. Coming across as very immature, but being very calculating in that immaturity. Remember that snake sound that I heard. So middle portion of the month, lots of cards. You are severing a vow, a contractual vow with this person. It says God is your source, so I would definitely pray to whatever deity or deities that you believe in for strength. No more complaining. I think that's what you're doing. It's like, I'm not going to, remember I said, the feeling here is like, I'm not fighting for this connection, and I'm not fighting with you to save the connection. I'm not looking to complain and get you to open up your eyes and be a better person. It's like, I'm done with that. Windfall of abundance. I think that's what you're moving towards, away from this person. And then you have let go of guilt. That's what this person is going to lay on you. And I think you need to forgive yourself. The card says, forgive yourself for what you think you've done or that you haven't done, and that trust that all will be well. And learn and grow from your past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So some of you could feel like, why did this take me so long to do? Or don't berate yourself. You're right on time. This appears to be a pretty significant connection here in your life. So I would let go of guilt and just move forward. And then this is releasing. So, and it also talks about money. So again, I feel like this discussion here about long-term stability or payout, finances, something like that. This does say to see money as a tool you can use to help you attract and support golden opportunities. So maybe there's something here about you negotiating. And that's kind of what I did in the divorce at the end, because I just wanted it to be over. So I did negotiate. And I remember the court mediator being like, Jen, are you sure? Because we did this over the phone, and it was like a three-way call with him, the court mediator, and myself. And she was like, are you sure? Because you're entitled to blank in alimony, which was huge every month. And it was like for 10 years. In New Jersey here, it's capped at 10 years. But she was like, you're entitled to this every month for the next 10 years. And you're entitled to this and this and this health care and this. And at that point, I was just like, no, because I knew he would fight me on it, and I would have to spend more resources fighting him. So whatever I would get from him over the course of the next 10 years, and he's older than I am by 10 years. I'm not wishing the guy bad. We're good friends now 5 years later. But, the feeling here was like, I could end up spending 50 or 60 grand on attorneys fighting him for something that, I don't know, maybe he ups and leaves in a year, or maybe he no longer has the money. What am I going to do? Chase someone in their 60s for alimony every month? So I kind of let it all go. But I did use what was owed to me to negotiate some things. Like I had put in new windows in my 1860 Victorian, and I think they were like 30 or 35 grand. And it was like, okay, I'm not going to take alimony, but in lieu of that, you're going to pay for my windows. And he's very well off. So he was like, you got it. Because to him, that was way cheaper than paying me, you know, whatever it was, $6,000 or something like that a month. It was like a crazy amount. So he was like, you got it. And then I was like, you know, I want the Jeep in my name, and then I want some money to fix it up. And he was like, you got it. So I was able to negotiate that. And I think that's it, that's what this is telling you. And depending on where you live in the world, it'll be different, but you don't always have to take everything that you're legally obligated to. You can negotiate here, and that will help release resentment on your part and theirs. So you won't feel like you're walking away with nothing. A lot of my friends are shocked that I walked away without getting the alimony after 24 years of being with him. But I got, you know, other things instead, and I was good with it, because at the end of the day, I didn't want to fight him, and I just wanted it to be over, and he was more than happy to do that. So I have no resentment against him or him against me, but it's because we did use the resources, the money, to negotiate things for ourselves differently. So I don't know why. I was told to share that story with you, so maybe that'll help some of you here, especially where this person appears to be using the children. For those of you who have kids, trying to use the children here to guilt you because you're the one deciding to leave. One card here for the first 10 days of the month. And if this is a parent, this could be a parent guilting you, like, I've done so much for you and now you're not talking to me. So, you know, that could be something like that here as well, where the parent is trying to guilt you for the parent-child dynamic, making you feel bad because you don't want to engage with them anymore because they're toxic. So take the messages how they resonate to you. First 10 days, we have care and compassion. You're definitely taking care of yourself. You choose to be loved, which you are, Empress energy. Do what is right for everyone involved. And I think that's what you're trying to do here in the whole course of the month. I don't feel like you're trying to F this person over. I think they're trying to F you over by using guilt and children and maybe whatever their connection here is to you. That's what it seems like to me. I don't feel like you're the one doing it. This card fell on the floor. So let's get that. We have Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Remember, I had said you were leaning into that Virgo energy, and then we see it again there. The Empress energy is one that you share with Taurus. So you are staying very grounded here and caring for yourself. It's probably been a long time since you felt so resolute in a decision. I kind of feel like this person was the decision maker for the majority of the time that you were connected to them. And then we have the teacher awakens. And that was the feeling I was getting, was like the student teacher vibe or parent child vibe. So even if this is a boss or this is a spouse or something like that, I feel like they always like look down on you. Maybe that's what all that page energy is. It's like, this is someone who feels from the past, they've always been able to control you or manipulate you or get you to do what they want. But now you're stepping into the role of the teacher, of the leader. You are awakening to reclaim your power. This is the Mary Magdalene card in this deck. You have something important to share. Follow your inner calling and don't let anything or anyone stop you. And I think that's exactly what you're doing here. And you're headed towards infinite abundance now. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. And remember that, you know, God is your source there. So remember to pray to your ascended masters or, you know, archangels, whatever deities that you believe in for courage and patience and strength. Let's get 2 cards here for the first 10 days. And it's amazing how, like, in your reading, I've been feeling a little foggy throughout this whole reading. I kind of feel like that's what this person has made you feel like. And I think that's why you were a bit confused leading up to August, not knowing what to do, because I feel like this person always made this decision for you. Marriage card is in the reverse there. And final 10 days of the month here. Coffin coming to an end. Okay. We have for the first 10 days, message of concern and mature man. So you found something out here. And I don't know what it was, whether they told you or you found out third party, like from another entity told you. But it took this individual who you thought was mature man, mature woman, and it changed your perspective of them. They're no longer upright. And I also am taking this as you are receiving messages. Again, kind of like downloads or something here about how to disconnect from this person. So I would definitely pay attention to your dreams in the first 10 days of the month. Document them, journal them if you can. I feel like you're given insight here on how to release this person. And then we have courtship and we have marriage. So whatever contract this is you definitively deciding you're moving on from it. The marriage card is in the reverse. Doesn't mean you're married to this person. I just feel like you are giving up on the contract. And the coffin card came out slightly on the side, so it's not fully over in August, but you're well on your way. And with that message card, that's that communication where I feel like you're notifying this person or informing them that it's over. I also think you're receiving a message back from them, again, trying to play on your sympathy here. But we have journey, despair, and we have the lovers. Wow, imprisonment and pathway. You are freeing yourself from a connection that has made you feel less than or has put you in emotional despair. You're on a whole new journey. You're making this choice. You're freeing yourself from the prison of this connection. I don't believe that this person likes it very much. I also don't believe that this person ever thought that you would let them go, but here you are in August deciding to do just that. That's what I have for you, Libra. You are one step closer to gaining your freedom here. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.